Hey, what's going on YouTube? In this episode, you're gonna learn how to do some air dribbles. So you want to get good at doing air dribbles? Well, the best place to learn air dribbles, I mean, you guessed it, training. And it's all about repetition. If you want to know exactly what to do, well, I can't really explain to you what to do, but basically I'm matching ball speed as soon as I leave the air. And really what's going on here is, and I'm just going off the wall. Basically, if I were to do it in steps, air roll towards the ball and hit it and follow it. So how to do an air dribble: roll it up the wall, turn your car, smack it if you want, and go for plays, right? That's pretty good. Other side, you have a good side and you have a bad side. You guys are gonna notice that every side is different, and you're gonna learn that your mechanics are stronger on one side. If you just wanna get a normal air dribble, pop the ball up, get under it as fast as possible, and I recommend to do it in ball cam. I really recommend to do all your air dribbles in ball cam. Slow pop-up, follow through, and then you can move on to maybe some flip resets. But it all starts with the basic air dribble. Pop the ball up, follow it through, ball cam, and get some touches. Your mechanics is like an arsenal of attacks when you're air dribbling. So right now I have an option to keep air dribbling, or maybe to get a flip reset. I missed the flip reset, but it still would have deked someone. Air dribble, pop up, flip reset, follow through. Alright? And it all starts, if you want to learn how to do that mechanic, it starts with a simple air dribble. Pop up, follow it. Double touch, clean. Sometimes it helps to break off the wall or let go of the gas. At least let go of the gas right before you jump. That was so weird. Training server lag, what? Up the wall, pop it, follow through. Get in a flip, follow the ball, even if it's not a good ball. If you don't seem to be able to follow the ball properly, you could always do what I like to call the fly around the ball exercise. The fly around the ball exercise is basically flying around the ball, and I'm removing your power of air roll. Don't air roll, fly around the ball. What this is going to do is going to give you amazing aerial recoveries, and you need amazing aerial recoveries to get good at air dribbles, air dribble double taps, flip resets. You just need how to recover. Here's what I mean by recover. The moment of recovery is the moment after your dodge or after your impact on ball that you have to adjust to try to get the double taps. That's what an aerial recovery means. Pop it up, shoot it at the backboard. I have that aerial recovery time, and I go for those double taps. But it all starts in the middle of the field. Press ball cam, fly around that ball without using air roll. You are unconsciously working on your aerial recoveries when you're doing this exercise. I promise. Hit it up the wall, follow through. Then you have options: double tap, air dribble, or flip reset, or dunk, right? Basically, those are your options. If you want to be a passer as well, same setup, boom, pass over to your teammate, wait for a pass back, and put it in. Ground to wall air dribble, right? But there's other types of air dribble. What about the ground to air dribble, right? What kind of options do you have? So ground to air dribble is basically you start on the ground, you pop it up, and it's easier to start it off in ball cam, I gotta be honest. And card cam, I mean. If you do it in ball cam, you're gonna end up having this view here. It's really weird. How are you supposed to set yourself up for air dribble with this camera here, right? Start your air dribble in card cam, get ball speed, pop up, then you can switch to ball cam. Here we go, up the wall, pop it on the backboard, watch out for those double taps, get the double tap. It all starts with the initial pop-up setup. Plain ground to air dribble, started off like this. You're gonna lose track of it. I'm using air roll as well to help with my aerial recoveries. After I hit the ball, if you're boosting and you're using air roll while you're hitting the ball, you get less aerial recoil. You know what I'm saying? You get less aerial recoil when you're air rolling and you're boosting. Air dribbles are the base of any aerial play, right? Ground to air dribble is a little bit harder, I gotta be honest. But if you're going already ball speed, you have different options than an aerial. You can flick it, right? Flicking it is also an option. You don't have to aerial. Aerial bump, right? And then bump your opponents. That's a good play as well too. But it all starts with learning how to aerial. You're right that you want to learn how to aerial, right? Boom, Then I have control. I can do flip resets. I can control it on the ground, get a goal like that. Right? Boom. Clean setup. Go for that flip reset. Pop it on the backboard. Air flip reset, double touch, almost. You know, it all starts with the air dribble. Air dribble is your first step. Oh, close. I'm using air roll left and air roll right as well. Good point. So I'm air roll lefting as soon as I get to the ball. Right? If I'm coming in from the left wall, I'm coming in off the left wall, air roll left. Boom. Right? And then I do what I gotta do. If I'm coming in from the right wall, I'm gonna be using air roll right. On the right wall, boom, air roll right, and then I can adjust with air roll left or my comfortable air roll. Or basic air roll. Pop it up like this. Air roll right. Boom. I'm under it perfectly now. I got control. I can play around with my opponents. Bar down. That's pretty clean. Try it again. Pop it on the back, on the wall, side wall, sorry. Air roll around it. Set myself up for a pass. Boom. Double taps. Those are clean plays that you can practice a lot. So how to aerial? It all starts on the ground. Let the ball roll up the wall. Boom. That's it. And then you have fun with it. Because once you know how to aerial, you can incorporate other things. And if you can aerial, you can flick it, right? You gotta learn how to aerial first. Because if you know the aerial setup, you know the flick setup. Know what I'm saying? If I can aerial, right, I can backflip flick. My opponents are coming, so I flip reset instead of passing it. Boom, under him. You could do the 2K flick too. On the ground, I can start aerial, or I could delayed flick it. But because I know how to do both, when I'm playing, my opponents don't really know where I'm going or what I'm doing, which is awesome. Now that I know how to aerial, I can do stuff like this. Clean, right? And one thing that I'm doing here when I'm getting those double taps and I'm getting those aerials, I'm slowing my car down. If you want to learn how to slow your car down, a good exercise is the net-to-net exercise. The net-to-net exercise is take that crossbar, fly off the roof of the net, put in a flip in there, get an aerial recovery, and land on a post. Okay? Do it again. Fly off the post, the top post, get in a flick, recover, and land on a post. Go post to post if you have to. Put in a flick. I'm putting in a stall. You guys can put in a flip as well. Like I can put in a front flip too. Aerial recovery, post to post exercise. The post to post exercise is like a great exercise, especially if you incorporate some flipping. I'm putting in some aerial, making it look a little bit flashy. But if you don't want to put aerial, boom, just recover. Aerial only what you need to. Land on the post. You could also do this exercise off the wall, right? You don't have to touch the ball. Just go into car cam, drive off the wall, and go for the net. Don't air roll as well. Boom, going all the way to post. Don't air roll, right? If you're not comfortable with your aerials, your air dribbles, you gotta be able to fly off the wall without the ball if you want to fly off the wall with the ball, right? Practice your aerial recoveries and practice your fast aerials to get good at air dribbles. And air dribble flicks. I mean, the base of Rocket League starts with an air dribble. If you can do this, then you can do this. And you could do this, right? Pop it up. You could also do fake it, let it drop. Start bouncing it again, and boom. Then you get your flick, right? Your delayed flick. And when you start doing this, incorporate ceiling shots. Get it off the floor. And really, when you're trying to learn an air dribble, you can learn the air dribble for a freestyler, or you learn the air dribble to rank up. If you're doing that to rank up, then you need to get the ball as fast as possible and know your options. Flip reset, fake, air dribble over him, or let the ball drop, right? But the faster you can get to the ball, the faster you'll know what kind of options you have. Not enough power, but still put it at the net and I followed through, so that would have been an annoying shot in a ranked match. One more, follow through, break, and double tap. There we go. That's how you play Rocket League, okay? That's how you learn how to air dribble. Now, you guys want to see some examples? Let's see if I can find some replays that involves some air dribbles, air dribble goals, different types of air dribbles, because how to air dribble is a very vague question. Here's a good example of me using a ground to air dribble in a 2v2 ranked match. Take my time, put in a little bit of air roll, fake that I don't have control, and then boost across. That works against pros and grand champions. So getting good at air dribbles is a really good idea.